Reports close to the pair say Jennifer Garner was recently seen struggling to contain her tears after receiving updates about Ben Affleck's declining condition. While she has always maintained an admirable level of strength, this time something felt different. Observers described her as overwhelmed, as though she were holding the weight of a painful truth she could no longer hide. She appeared distraught, shaken, and visibly emotional as she stepped out, prompting questions about just how serious Ben's situation has become. Despite their complicated past, Jennifer has always been known for protecting Ben, both publicly and privately. Her reaction now suggests that whatever is happening behind closed doors is more alarming than anyone initially realized. The emotional toll was written all over her face, making it clear that she is fighting fears she never wanted to confront. Ben Affleck has faced many difficult chapters, but sources say this recent downturn has been different. Those around him describe moments of instability, exhaustion, and signs that the pressure on him may have escalated beyond what he can manage. The concern in the air is heavy, almost suffocating, and Jennifer has reportedly been at the center of every update, every phone call, and every conversation with those caring for Ben. The more she learns, the more devastated she seems. Jennifer has been known to show unwavering compassion toward Ben, and her closeness to the situation signals that the seriousness of his condition has reached a heartbreaking new level. What once felt like a temporary setback now feels like a looming confrontation with reality. Insiders say Jennifer and Ben held a deeply emotional conversation recently, one that left both of them visibly shaken. This was not a casual discussion, nor was it one filled with hope or easy answers. This was the kind of talk that changes the energy in a room, the kind where silence feels heavier than words. Jennifer reportedly listened with tears in her eyes as Ben confessed fears he hadn't shared with anyone. She tried to comfort him, but even from the outside, it was clear she was struggling to process the idea of losing the version of him she has always tried to protect. This moment has been described as one of the most emotional exchanges they have shared since their divorce. One of the most heartbreaking parts of the story involves an eyewitness account of Jennifer crying inside her car after leaving Ben's doorstep. She sat there for several minutes, head down, wiping her face as she tried to gather herself. It wasn't just sadness. It was heartbreak. It was fear. It was a woman processing the idea of someone she deeply cares about slipping further away. Those watching from a distance said this was not a staged moment or a publicity stunt. This was raw emotion from a woman who, despite everything, cannot detach herself from Ben's struggles. No matter what chapter of life they occupy, she has always shown up for him. And now, it seems she is forced to face the possibility that his condition may be spiraling beyond anyone's control. The situation has become so serious that family members are stepping in more actively. Calls, check-ins, and urgent discussions have reportedly become part of the daily routine. Their children, though shielded from the harshest truths, are feeling the shift in the atmosphere. Jennifer has been doing everything in her power to maintain stability for them. But as Ben's condition worsens, that balance becomes harder to protect. What truly breaks hearts is Jennifer's determination to keep her family strong, even as she breaks behind the scenes. Her concern for Ben has never faltered, and now, with things becoming more unstable, she is holding the emotional weight of an entire family. Sources close to Ben say the most devastating part of all this is the quiet acceptance he has begun to show. He has reportedly been reflecting on his life, his mistakes, his achievements, and the people who stood by him through everything. That includes Jennifer. In one particularly emotional moment, Ben is said to have thanked Jennifer for always being there when it mattered most, for supporting him when the world laughed, criticized, or doubted him. Jennifer, unable to hold back tears, reportedly held his hands as though it were a final attempt to anchor him to hope. At this point, no one knows. The future feels uncertain, fragile, and difficult to predict. Jennifer is holding on to every ounce of strength she has, but those close to her say she is preparing herself for whatever may come next. Her tears, her reactions, and her closeness to Ben all reveal the truth behind the headlines. This is not drama, not gossip, not speculation. This is real. This is personal. This is painful. This story continues to unfold, and as always, we will keep you updated as more information becomes available. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Your support helps us share these emotional and powerful stories with viewers around the world. Thank you for watching until the end.